What is good, traders? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, guys, I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold, US30, US100, AUDUSD, and USDCAD. So if you appreciate this kind of content, please do consider to subscribe to the channel. In front of us, we have the dollar index, and I am bearish on this market. The reason for this is simply because, as you can tell, this market is just broken below a very strong area of support. You can tell ever since the market created this low over here, the market just kept on supporting. Anytime it got closer to that, this was just a fake out, and then whenever the market was above, it supported again, it supported. So currently right now, the market has now found enough momentum to eventually break below that support, which again, it makes sense for me to then now be bearish on this market. Another reason why I'm bearish on this market is because it just broke another area of significance over here, which is a support now turned into a resistance. So as you can tell, in the past, this was a very strong area of resistance over there, and when the market was above, it became a very strong area of support for like 3-4 years. I'm not really sure. And then currently right now, the market has found enough momentum to break below. Not sure if the market is going to close below, but at the moment it does seem like it's going to do that, also taking into consideration what is currently happening with the tariffs around the economy. So that is my perspective and bias on this market. Now, the way you can take advantage of this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame. Of course, for this one, we can just go straight to the daily time frame. And over there, what you want to do is identify areas of interest where you could potentially sell this market from. So as I can see over here, it does seem like the market has created another strong area of support somewhere around here, as you can tell. So this is a daily time frame. It does seem like the market is failing to break somewhere around this structure over here. So this, of course, is going to act as a very strong area of support for the week that is coming. Now, my expectation is, should the market end up breaking below this area, then it would be a good area for you to then know that the market is again ready to go down. Just expect a retracement to this area over here, and this could be a good area for you to take those sells to the downside. Pretty much that is all I see on this market, and that's all I have on this market. Moving on to gold. On gold, I am bullish. Gold has been going up for like the past 2 years. I'm not sure, but I think ever since gold broke out, it has just been going up. But there was an area of resistance somewhere around here in the past, and then gold broke out, and ever since it broke out, the market has just been going up impulsively. So as you can see, we did have an area of resistance, which here was about, lasted for like over here, which lasted for like 3 years again. From 2020 we got another high, around 2022 then we got another high, 2023, and then the market around 2024, first of January or February, I believe, the market broke out, and ever since the market has been going up. So my bias on this market is to continue buying this market as it shows to be bullish, and there's really no need for you to try and anticipate the top. Just keep on buying the market as it's going up. But my most interesting area to buy this market from at the moment would be this area of resistance over here. As you can tell, the market found resistance over here, then eventually broke out. So should the market come back again for a retracement, for me it would be a good area for me to then expect or anticipate those buyers to the upside. Not to say this market is not gonna go and buy next week. It could just create another candlestick pushing to the upside, and if it does that, of course, you would be able to catch those buys if you go to a smaller time frame and just try to see what's going on over there. For me, what I can see at the moment is that the market created a bearish trend like this on this time frame, and of course you can just see that the market again has broken out of that bearish trend, which then makes sense for us to again anticipate or expect that this market from here could be going up. Could be a retracement here, and then we might see the market again pushing and creating new highs on this market, on this instrument. Pretty much that is all I see. Moving on to US30. So if you go to the monthly time frame on US30 has been going up, right? And this was just a retracement because of these tariffs that we just had over here. So as you can see, this market has been going up, created a higher high, created a higher low, and this is a higher high. So for me, this is a higher low, retracing, coming back to test this area of support. So from here, I do expect the market to go up and create another higher high. However, it's not just gonna go and move like that as you might think. Always the market, of course, you might find that it could range between this area of resistance over here and this area of support over here. So what I'm going to be doing on this market short term, because I do see that the market is below this area over here. The market was above, so if the market was supposed to continue going up, it should have just bought. So because it broke below, I do expect the market to come again to this area of support, and from this support I buy, from this resistance I sell, in whichever direction the market ends up breaking. If the market breaks above, which I highly anticipate, a retracement and then a continuation to the upside. Pretty much that is all I see on this market. Now, the way you can take advantage of this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame. For this one, let's start on the daily time frame. And over there, all you want to do is just identify areas of interest. So as you can see, the market is really respecting this area of resistance over here. So at the moment the market is selling from there. So what I'm going to do is I'll be looking for sells, continuing to sell this market to the downside, and the only time I'm going to start to think that this market is bullish, if the market could open and close above this area of resistance, then from there a retracement and then a continuation to the upside. Moving on to US100. On US100, it's the same thing as US30, similar to what US30 has printed for us. Long term, I'm bullish on this market. As you can see, the market is going up, creating higher high, higher low, and then this is a higher high. This to me seems like a higher low. Of course, from here I do expect the market to continue going up, creating those higher highs. So the way you can trade this market at the moment is you need to go to a smaller time frame. Again, on a daily time frame for this one, we are also kind of below an area of significance. So as you can see over here, the market did create a low. As you can see, the market created a lower low, lower high, broke that lower low, came back to retrace that lower low. So now the market is seems to be coming back down to the support over here. So for me, what I'll be doing on this market is I'll be setting this market back to this support. From this support, I look for buyers in whichever direction the market breaks. If it breaks above, of course, it means the market now is ready to continue going up. And if the market breaks below, then the market is ready to continue selling. Moving on to AUDUSD, I'm also bullish on this market. AUDUSD, if you go to the higher time frame, the monthly time frame, this market has reclaimed a very strong area of support, which had broken below just a few weeks ago, few months in fact ago. So as you can see, we do have a first touch over here, a second touch, a third touch, and a fourth touch. So this is indeed a very strong area of support, which at the moment the market has reclaimed and is currently trading above. So my expectation or my anticipation is that this market has room to continue to this upside, to this resistance over here, and until then I'll be bullish on this market. Now the way you can trade this market is you can go to the smaller time frame. For this one, let's just go to the 4-hour time frame and see if we can find any price action that we can take advantage of over there. So as I observe, I do see that the market is creating something like a channel over here. This support, one touch, second touch, and then let's just copy this one like that. So as you can see, so my expectation for me to buy this market is I need the market to either break above this area of resistance over here. I need the market to either break this area of resistance, and then I'll start to look for buyers, or if the market could come back and retrace this area of support over here, which is a trend line, which would also be retracing this area of resistance over here, then again this would be a good area for us to expect or anticipate the market to buy from. Pretty much that is all I see on this market. Moving on to USDCAD, and I'm closing with this one. If so far you're finding value from this content, please do consider to subscribe to the channel and like this video, as that will really encourage me to keep on dropping more videos. USDCAD, this market, I am it's kind of hard to tell at the moment, but I do believe long term this market is going to sell, and it's only because this market has broken below this area of support, which was very significant. As you can see, in the past this was an area of resistance which the market respected. This was from back in 2016 when the market created that high, came to just test it again in 2020, and then we broke out, and now the market has come back inside of it. So because of that, I do believe maybe this is a sign that this market is going to start selling from here. Not only that, if you go to the weekly time frame, you will notice that we just touched into an area of support. This again was a range that we created back in 2022. As you can see, the market created this high over there, then came again, respected again, and now the market is currently above that resistance over there, that support over there. But my thing is, I believe that this market is going to continue selling, hopefully to break below, and then from here we could start going to look for sells back to this support over here, and then long term again I do believe it's going to end up breaking below this support, another retracement to the downside. We are in a bullish trend at the moment. First touch over there, second touch, a third touch, fourth touch, and now the market is again on the fifth touch over there. My expectations at the moment is for the market to break, retest, and then a continuation to the downside. That's all I have for this market and these instruments for the week that is coming. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, comment something nice in the comment section. With that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, and I'm out.